Who wants to, What is happening? What is...
I don't remember how it goes. I just sang it, I don't remember how it goes.
Coleman, shut up.
Oh, if you have depression, anxiety, if you fear death, discovery, or you're not wanting to look at a bunch of girls who apparently wear very mini skirts, this video is not for you.
The thing that pisses me off most about this is skirt physics. Makes no goddamn sense.
I like that you guys have, noticed on all that. I have never seen it somehow. I don't know what this is at all. Here we go. Mephitic.
Hey!
I
One
see
of
it.
you has to be here.
This is you now.
This is me. Okay. Oh, this one's me. Okay,
Everyone
cool.
be Mephitic.
Okay.
Yep.
I see an annoying girl running towards me.
Running toward me from the distance.
Go!
Just Garrett. I'm Garrett.
Playing the girl.
Yeah, I'm this person. Boom. I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance,
Running toward me.
waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. That girl is Seri, my neighbor and good friend since we were children.
Seri?
You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it just kind of works out because you know each other for so long. Coco. We used to walk to school
I call
together.
Savory and Monica.
Days like this. But starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, Jadyn, and I'd get tired of waiting up, Coco.
Wow, this is so relatable.
Wait, oh, there we go. But if she's gonna chase me after like this, I almost feel better off running away. However, I just sigh and idle in front of the crosswalk and let Siri crouch up to me.
Savory. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided.
Oh, wait, that's me, sorry, that's me.
Oh, yeah.
Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you.
You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Mephitic.
Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I don't want them to think we're a couple or something.
Fine. But you did wait for me after all. Guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you wanted to.
Whatever you say, Siri.
Savory.
We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near, the streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute.
By the way, Mephitic, have you decided on a club to join yet?
A club? I told you already.
I told you
I'm
already.
really not interested in joining any clubs. I have... I haven't been looking either.
That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year.
Did I? I'm sure it's possible I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Seri likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content just getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime.
Uh-huh. I was talking about how I'm worried that you won't learn how to socialize or have any skills before college. Your happiness is really important to me, you know. And I know you're happy now, but I at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you.
Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though.
Will you at least promise me you'll try a little?
Yeah. I guess I'll promise you that.
Yay!
Why do I let myself get lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worry so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit, even if she does exaggerate everything inside of her head. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack up my things, I stare blankly at the wall, looking for an ounce of motivation. Close. Close. Siri wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I have no choice but to start with the anime club.
I hear there's a good strip club. Hello?
Siri!
Savory!
Siri must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out.
Savory!
I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom.
I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting here and spacing out. So I came in.
Siri?
Yep.
Siri?
Oh, you're even worse than me.
Oh, never mind.
Yes.
I was gonna tag
I
him for
muted
you.
my mic.
You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club.
Well, I thought you might need some encouragement. So I thought, you know.
Know what?
Well, that you could come to my club.
Siri.
Savory. Yeah?
There is no way I'm going to your club.
Meanie.
Siri is vice president of the
Savory.
Literature Club. Not that I was ever aware that she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure that she only did it because she thought it'd be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title Vice President. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Even less. Even less. Even less. Even less. I don't know what I'm doing, it's even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club.
Come on, please.
Why do you care so much anyway?
Well, told the club yesterday that I would bring a new member. And Masuki made cupcakes and everything.
Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Siri is really that much an airhead, or if she's so cunning as to have planned all this out, airhead. I let out a long sigh.
Do it.
Fine. I'll stop by for a cupcake. Okay?
Yeah. Go. Yes, let's go.
And thus, today marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly...
Just getting started.
You know what, airhead? This is my speaking time, thank you. I dejectedly follow Siri across the school and up...
Savory,
upstairs, a section of the school I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Siri, full of energy, swings open the classroom door.
Everyone, the new member is here.
I told you, don't call me a new member. I glance around the room.
Welcome to the Literature Club. It's a pleasure meeting you. Siri always says nice things about you.
Savory.
And Siri, you brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere.
Mephitic, I'm surprised. Welcome to the club.
All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls.
What are you looking at?
Your eyes, I promise.
If you want to say something, say it.
Sorry.
Not sticky.
The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is appropriately Natsuki, is one I don't recognize.
Apparently.
Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Siri.
Savory. You can't just ignore her when she gets moody. Oh, you can just ignore her when she gets moody.
Siri says that quietly into my ear, then turns back towards the other girls.
Anyway, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest one in the club.
Don't say things like that.
Yuri, who appears comparably more mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping people like Siri and Natsuki.
Savory.
Well, it's nice to meet both of you.
And it sounds like you already know Monica. Is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Mephitic.
Monica smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talked, but we were in the same class last year. Monica's probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic. Basically, completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely, well, feels a little... You too, Monica.
Sit down, Mephitic. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monica. I'll get the cupcakes.
Hey, I made them. I'll take that.
Sorry, I get a little too excited.
Then, how about I make some tea as well?
The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. As Siri mentioned, it's been widened so there's one space next to Monica and one space next to Siri. Natsuki and Yuri walk over to the corner of the room, where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Siri. Natsuki Kelly marches back to the table, tray in hand.
Okay, are you ready? Ta-da!
Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white, fluffy cupcakes, decorated to look like little cats. The whiskers are drawn with icing, and a little piece of chocolate was used to make the ears.
So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki.
Well, you know. Just hurry and take one.
Siri grabs the first one, and Monica, and then I follow.
It's delicious.
Siri talks her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around my fingers, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction, probably to poison me at some point in the future. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet and full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki.
Why are you thanking me? It's not like
Haven't I heard this somewhere before?
made them for you or anything.
I thought you technically did. Siri said...
Well, maybe. But not for, you know, you. Dummy.
Alright. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri returns to the table, carrying a tea set. She carefully places a teacup in front of each of us before setting down a teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom?
Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book?
I guess?
Don't let yourself get intimidated. They're just trying to impress you.
That's not...
Insulted, Yuri looks away.
I meant that, you know...
I believe you. Well, tea and reading might not be a bad pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea.
I'm glad.
Yuri faintly smiles to herself, in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me.
So, what made you consider the literature club?
That bitch, Siri.
Savory.
I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Siri. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Siri seemed really happy here, so...
Savory. It's okay. Don't be embarrassed. Well, make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone.
Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you a leader of the debate club last year?
Well, you know. To be honest, I can't stand all of the politics around major clubs. It feels like nothing but arguing about the budget and the publicity and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take care of something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica really is a great leader.
Yuri also nods in agreement.
Uh-huh.
Then I'm surprised there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club.
You could put it that way. Not many people are very interested in putting out all the effort to start something brand new. Especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. Especially, you have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile. Worthwhile. But it makes school events, like the festival, that much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Alright, everyone. Yeah!
Do our best.
You know it.
Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have really worked hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're also delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I still don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. You,
So, what?
nothing. Dying, that's all.
Siri, are you okay? You sound like you have a cold.
Yeah. You sound like Jadyn.
Fine. So, Mephitic, what kinds of things do you like to read?
Anime.
Dumbass, you can't read that.
Well, considering how little I've read these past few years, I don't really have a good way of answering that. Manga. I muttered quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's head suddenly perks up. Looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet.
Not much of a reader, I guess.
Anime's reading, if you find the right one. Well, that can change? What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyway, what about you, Yuri?
Well, let's see.
Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her finger.
My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive.
Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's always by the way her eyes light up as she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people.
But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can so deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyway, I've been reading a lot of horror lately.
I read a horror book once. I desperately grasp for something I can relate to, at the minimal level. At this rate, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock.
really, I wouldn't have expected that. Yuri? For someone as gentle as you.
I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't really put it down. Surreal horror is often very successful at changing the way you look at the world, if only for a brief moment.
I hate horror.
Oh, why's that?
Well, I just...
Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second.
Never mind.
That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki?
What? What gives you that idea?
You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. You were working on a poem called...
Don't say it out loud! Give that back!
Fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as good as you are.
This is awesome. Savory sidles up behind Natsuki.
You had it.
And
Savory.
This is my reading time. Seri slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hands on her shoulders.
I got you!
Natsuki, you write your own poems?
Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care?
I just think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometime?
No.
Natsuki averts her eyes.
You wouldn't like them.
Ah, not a very confident writer yet, are we?
I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. The truest form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart.
Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel comfortable to share hers.
I guess it's the same for you, Yuri.
I wanted to read everyone's poems.
We all sit in silence for a moment.
Okay. I have an idea, everyone.
Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika.
Let's all go home and write a poem of your own. Then, next time we meet, we'll all share them with each other. That way, everyone is even. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it will help us all get a little more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of the club. Isn't that right, Mephitic?
Monika smiles warmly at me. Once again. Hold on. There's still one problem.
Huh?
Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining a club, I bluntly come forth with what's been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Siri may have convinced me to stop by, but I never made a decision yet. I still have other clubs to look at, and I lose my train of thought. All four girls stare back at me with projected eyes.
What?
What?
I'm sorry. I thought...
Mephitic?
You all... I'm defenseless against these girls. How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing the poems is the price I need to pay, in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Alright. Okay. I decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girls' eyes light up.
I'm so happy.
Savory wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey!
You really did scare me for a moment.
If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed.
Then, that makes it official. Welcome to the Literature Club.
Thanks. I guess.
Okay, everyone. I think with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share.
Mephitic looks over me once more.
Mephitic, I look forward to how you express yourself.
Yeah. And I've really impressed the class star, Monica, with my mediocre writing skills. I already feel the anxiety welling up inside of me, and the background voices who I shouldn't be hearing giving their opinions. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Siri and Natsuki clean up their food.
Hey, Mephitic, since we're already here, do you wanna walk home together?
That's right. Seri and I never walk home together anymore, because she always stayed at the school for clubs. Sure. Might as well. With that, the two of us depart the clubroom and make our way home. The whole way my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Seri, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day at the school in a literature club? Perhaps. The chance to grow closer to one of these girls. Alright. I also need to make sure that most of my circumstances, and I'm sure good fortune will find me. And I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight.